Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Alexandra, and today we are making over a living room with lots of thrifted finds in a style we have never tackled before, Grandpa Chic. Are you guys ready? Let's get started. This week's makeover recipient's name is Tayo. Let's hop on a call with her and get to know her space and what she's looking for. So nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I love that you're sitting in the living room. We can kind of see it behind you.
A little bit, yeah.
Congrats for winning a makeover. I would love to know all about your space. Tell me all about your living room.
Okay, I moved in about 6 months ago now. The windows are lovely, the floors are lovely, and I love how much space I get for still being downtown. I applied for a makeover though because the space is almost so big compared to where I used to live. Moving here, I just feel like I don't know where to put anything. I don't have a designated eating area or hosting area, and those are the two things I love to do the most. So the layout is kind of awkward for me. I didn't know what to do with it.
That makes sense. I would love to talk to you about the layout. I think there's so much potential. Is it your entryway as well?
I do have a proper entry hallway, but I find that it's kind of tight, so it's all kind of ended up in the living room anyway. I keep my shoes in that dresser, hats, gloves.
I almost wonder, correct me if I'm wrong, but we should create like an entryway in
Yeah,
that.
I would love it. That's kind of where it's most functional.
Shoe storage as well.
Yes, for sure. I have too many, unfortunately.
I get it. Talk to me about the lighting situation.
Yeah, so there's one main light in this room, and then there's two lights in the kitchen. The issue with this space is that there's only 3 outlets.
We'll have to navigate that, but I definitely think we should bring in like table lamps, floor lamps, and then definitely get rid of that boob light smack dab in the center of the ceiling. In terms of dining, you mentioned a dining table. Like you want a dining table, not just eating off of your coffee table.
Yeah, that one's more honestly just for myself. It doesn't even have to be a huge table, just somewhere where I can kind of sit and have that dedicated space for it. Because right now, yeah, I do a lot of eating on the couch or standing in the kitchen. That's kind of what's been happening. So,
and you mentioned hosting. What does like a typical night of hosting look like for you? And how do you envision your living room being set up for that?
Right. I feel like game nights are my thing. I used to live with my brother and we would host game nights all the time. So definitely spaces for lots of people to sit. Almost like, what do they call it? Like a conversation pit. Just like everybody kind of around in the middle. I love that vibe.
Yeah. I'm so glad you said that because that's kind of what I was thinking. 2 sofas or like a sofa and a love seat facing each other.
Yeah. I love that. I love that.
Do you have a television?
I do have a TV. I don't watch a ton of TV, mostly YouTube, and it's mostly on my iPad. So it doesn't have to be the focus of the space or anything, but I do have one.
Okay, talk to me about your beautiful sofa.
Yes.
I'm obsessed with it.
I'm obsessed with it too.
Tell me about it, because I'm guessing we're going to keep this.
Yeah, I know. I love it. And I was on the hunt for a really unique piece. I love pattern couches, floral plaid, anything like that I was looking for. It popped up on Marketplace and I just bought it like without even thinking about it. And it came in and it was a little more orange than I thought, but I still love it. I just find that even in my head, trying to figure out how to style it and work with it has been a little bit difficult for me. So I'm really hoping that you guys can make something so fun. I love how loud it is. It's just like the one piece in here that screams like color.
It's so fun. And I think it really like sets the tone for your inspo and like the style that you kind of want to go.
Yeah, I really lean into like the 70s, 80s vibe. I call it like grandpa chic a little bit. Like I want it to look like somebody's grandpa's uncle's house back in the day. Honestly, everything in this room is secondhand and I love that. And my art, a lot of it is thrifted and vintage and stuff like that. So very old, eclectic kind of vibe, I think.
Yeah, I love it. And how do you feel about color on the walls?
I would love to paint. I'm so indecisive, so I can't see myself doing it myself, but I do like how the white walls make the space feel open, but it's such a big space and it gets such great light. I'm not really worried that it's ever going to feel too cramped. It's just, I don't think that's going to be an issue. Right now, it just feels a little bit cold and just empty, and I would love if the walls were full. I love a shelf, a bookshelf, all the stuff like that, and that's kind of my vibe. I just want to feel like it's hugging me.
Okay, love it.
Honestly, I've watched probably every single video you've ever made, and you do not disappoint. I'm not worried at all. I'm just excited.
Thank you so much for your support. And I will meet you on reveal day. I'm so excited.
Oh gosh, see you then. Thank you.
Okay, have a great day.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.
I love how Tayo described the style she is looking for in this living room, grandpa chic, and I feel like her inspo really reflects that. It's neutral for the most part with lots of wood tones, but then you have these pops of color like blue and red. There's lots of leather accents, texture. Her inspo just feels cozy and warm, and like these spaces have been lived in. So here's what I'm thinking. Tayo is really struggling with the layout of this living room, and it makes sense because it's kind of this big open room. So I want to divide it into 3 separate sections: a little entryway, a conversation area, and a dining nook by the window. Tayo doesn't want bare walls, so we're going to do a wall-to-wall gallery wall. So excited. We of course have Tayo's sofa, and we are definitely gonna use this. This was kind of her inspo for this whole grandpa chic look. And I'm going to thrift lots of pieces for this makeover. This style is gonna be really a mix of old and new, and make it feel like a living room that has been lived in and conversations have been had in it, games have been played. It's your grandpa's living room. Good morning, everyone. I am sitting here journaling before I start my day, before I head into work. And I was just reflecting on this time last year. I was not on the right anxiety medication. I didn't know that at the time. I went on a work trip with Amanda and I had a panic attack that caused me to kind of like spiral for months on end. It was really, really scary. Me and Amanda were in this like beautiful, beautiful hotel, the most beautiful hotel in the Canadian Rocky Mountains, and I couldn't enjoy it at all. I was on a panel, I felt so physically ill, and my anxiety was just out of control. I did not feel like myself. We ended up leaving a day early, and I actually haven't been on a work trip since last year because it's been something that has caused me anxiety. But next week, I'm going on my first work trip since last year, and I have learned so many tools in CBT to help minimize the anxiety. CBT has taught me to like write my thought records, break down my thoughts, and just kind of like accept anxiety and let it in rather than resist it. I know that work trips are a trigger for me, so my anxiety is going to be a little bit more heightened, but I'm not scared of it. And that's been the biggest difference within myself and what I've really been working hard to kind of accomplish in the last year. And it's changed my life. Therapy has helped me so much in the last year, and it's the reason why I'm able to travel next week on a work trip. And that is why I am so happy that BetterHelp is the paid partner of today's video. BetterHelp makes starting therapy easier, and they actually have a built-in journal right in the app, making it easy to reflect and stay connected to your mental health between sessions. I also love that you get matched with a therapist easily, and you can communicate with them in whatever way suits you best, phone, video, or text. You can click the link in my description box or go to betterhelp.com/Gater to get 10% off your first month of therapy. Okay, I'm gonna finish my coffee and head to the office. I'll see you guys at the makeover. Hi guys, I'm so excited. We're at Tayo's and we're getting the makeover started. Graham and I are going to just get right into it. We're gonna start with some wallpaper on this wall. This whole kind of section of the living room is going to be Tayo's entryway. She mentioned she needs shoe storage and she doesn't have a proper entryway, so that's what we're transforming starting today. Graham, you ready?
For mousetrap? Or for wallpaper?
We are using Timberly peel and stick wallpaper, a great start to our grandpa chic makeover.
Did you notice the blueberries?
I sure did, yeah.
That's what the flowers look like on a blueberry plant.
Have you ever picked blueberries?
Sometimes there's so many blueberries at my cottage, you just rake it off the
Rake?
plant.
Oh,
Yeah.
it is very grandpa core to have blueberry plants on your wall.
Graham and I are just going to use some rubbing alcohol, isopropyl. Isopopo? If there's dirt or dust or anything, it's going to inhibit this from sticking well. The corners are also very important. That's where dust builds up. We are, of course, using our trusty laser level to hang the first panel. Pull.
Smile.
Say cheese.
Okay.
Okay, so we calculated wrong, which we never do, but it happens.
I'll just take the blame. I did. So Graham
No.
It's a we're all in it together.
Okay, we are short one panel. We made a mistake when measuring. Don't worry, if this happens to you, it also happens to us. It happens. But the wonderful people at Timberly are shipping us one more panel. We're like short by like such a tiny amount.
We actually do have enough surface area of wallpaper to finish this because we got all the offcuts. So we have enough for the whole square footage, but you want nice, clean, full panel. Because we got all these offcuts, but you don't want this, you know, there to be cuts all the way down.
Okay. Take it away with the cuts. Next up, Taya wanted some storage for her shoes, and I found some awesome cabinets on Wayfair. There's 2 cabinets, so Graham and I are going to build these at the same time. I'm not saying it's a race. No outside help allowed. Wrong ones.
Is your strategy gonna be like just
Straight, she's just straight chirping. Also, we're filming a time lapse. The longer the time lapse is, the better. So you can go slow if you want.
Okay. You guys, Wayfair has such amazing small space finds, and I actually have a Wayfair storefront where I've curated all of my favorite finds. So these are pieces that I've tried, I've loved, that work in a small space. It'll be linked in the description.
It's on shelves.
Okay, good job. I laughed that I thought I had a chance. Ta-da!
I can sell these things.
So you're not done. Okay, you know what? I'll flip it myself.
Do you want outside help?
Yeah, I'm phoning in a friend. Okay, thanks.
Done.
There's a gap though.
Why? Can you open Sesame?
What?
The doors are upside down.
Well, whose fault was that?
I didn't realize there's an up and down. I just got lucky on this one.
Yeah.
Okay, these are beautiful. I wanna show you also how much storage there is. Look, I need these. Look how much shoe storage there is. And the shelves are adjustable, so Tayo can adjust them if she has like taller boots. But yeah, there's 2 of these side by side. Love it. I might move them over just a little. I'm not gonna center them though because I need room to hang a coat hook. You guys, I'm so excited for this next piece. This is thrifted. You're gonna see we're bringing in lots of thrifted pieces to this makeover because the style is very like lived in, cozy, warm, you know, filled with character.
Yeah, like your grandpa's house, or grandparents' house.
We want it to feel like Tayo has lived here for like 80 years.
Yeah.
Look at how much that opens up the room. Wow. Okay, so I still have to wait for that last panel of wallpaper to finish this side of the room, the little entryway, but it's coming along so nicely. We got a lot done today. I'll see you guys tomorrow. We're gonna keep going. We have a few spots open for my virtual makeover consultation service. If you are struggling with your space, a room in your house, you don't know what to do with it, I work with a select few clients a month to help you bring your dream space to life. So you send before photos, measurements, we hop on a 30-minute call to talk through your hopes and dreams for the space, and then my team and I deliver you a huge package filled with a floor plan, a 3D mood board, color suggestions, and actual shoppable products that you can purchase for your space. You can head to alexandragater.com to secure your spot now. Okay, we are back, ready to pull this living room together. I'm so excited. I am going to roll out a very large area rug. This rug is from Revival Rugs. Oh yeah. Okay, this rug is so beautiful. Now I need to center it, but I'm going to move the sofa. And I want to tell you guys, if you have a big open room like this and the layout never feels right, try and take your furniture off the wall. I think our instinct is to always put furniture up against walls, but watch how much of a difference moving the sofa makes. Okay, now let's center this rug. Nice. This looks so good already. I'm creating a conversation area with 2 mismatched chairs from Article. I feel like this really goes with the style, the like lived in, cozy vibe. And we chose cabinets that slide open this way so she can still access her shoes really easily. They're not opening outwards. We're gonna finish off this little living room setup with a coffee table. Alana found this on Marketplace. It's perfect. It has a chessboard on the top. There's drawers. So you can put all your gaming necessities in here. Oh my gosh, I'm obsessed. This is a Tibet almond stick. And look, it like, oh my God, it like erases them.
Do the other one. Gone.
Gone. Gone. Gone. We often use floor cushions in our makeovers because they're such an easy way to add extra seating for people, especially if you're having like a games night. These beautiful velvet floor poofs are from Nylot Looms on Etsy, and I'm just gonna place them here. I'm placing this side table in between these 2 chairs. People can put their drinks down. This side table is from Article. This is looking really, really good, and suddenly the space doesn't feel just like so open and bare. It feels like a cozy conversation area, which was the goal. Okay, I'm finishing off the conversation area with this beautiful chandelier from Mitzi. You guys, this has tassels. I said that so aggressively. I know. But it's just because I'm so excited with the tassels. Okay, whoa. They have to wait for the tassels. Yeah, you guys are gonna have to wait for the tassels. Nice. The time has come. The tassels. The tassel time has come. So fun. Grandpa gone wild, you know? This totally just completes this area. I love it. Tayo had mentioned loving shelving and like bookshelves, and I tried to make one work on that wall, but it was just too close to the sofa, not enough room. And then I saw in the floor plan that there's this little nook, so I thought it would be perfect to place this leaning bookshelf. This is from Article. It's so beautiful. Has storage as well, and I'm really excited to style this. I think this helps just like divide up areas. The conversation area, entryway, this is the dining nook, and this just completes. I don't really know what I'm saying, really. I am hanging up some Roman shades. Yeah, no, almost. These are from 3H Linen. Almost got it. Okay, there. Thank you.
Just keep at it.
Thank you.
You could do it.
Okay, these look really, really, really good. Really completes this nook. Okay, next up I'm gonna bring in a dining table. We're gonna get this dining nook set up. We also thrifted this table. You guys, $40. It fits so perfectly in this nook. It's also on casters, so she can move it around depending on how many people are gathering. I also have some really beautiful chairs.
Try it on stick to the top.
Sure.
So excited.
This is so cool. Well, you could really see it on camera.
Okay, I want you to all guess in your heads how much this chair cost. We have 2 of them. Solid oak, you got the cane webbing on the back, the velvet cushion.
Free.
You ready? $15 each, Canadian. When I'm able to, I like to anchor a floating sofa with a console table. So these low console tables are from IKEA. I say these because I have another one coming in. I just think it's a great way to have your sofa not just floating in the room. Okay, so there's no hard wiring in the ceiling, so this is a plug-in pendant, and I'm gonna show you how to make it look nice and tidy. Is that too low?
I would go lower. Yeah, like here. Because you want to be able to. A little bit higher? Maybe a smidge higher.
Okay, and then I'm using a little pinch hook up here. So I'm just putting the cord up there, and then the cap pinches it into place. It just makes it look neater. Nice. That was the ladder, not me.
Right.
It was. And then the cord is screwed against the wall with a little clip. And again, that just makes it super taut against the wall. It looks so good. I mapped out the gallery wall. Graham pre-drilled the screws, so I'm gonna hang all of the art. And I'm gonna go in with the big pieces first. For this gallery wall, we are hanging a mix of Tayo's art prints, some Home and Fun pre-curated gallery wall pieces, and lots of thrifted finds. We really just went off vibes for this gallery wall, which is very much the style. We did not measure the spaces between these pieces. We really just eyeballed it, and that's the point of this gallery wall. We want to make it look eclectic and very casual. Okay, so Mercury was in retrograde when we were shooting this makeover.
Astrologically speaking, this week looks a little bit like a disaster.
The internet did not work for us for 5 days straight, so I couldn't put any art on the TV, but you guys know the drill. If you have a TV mounted on the wall, go to YouTube, type in art for TV, put a picture on your TV, it looks like art. One thing Tayo mentioned to me was she found mood lighting really hard to get right in this space because the plugs in here, the outlets, are few and far between. So when designing this space, I made sure to put a light near any outlet that was available. So we've got the dining light, as you guys saw, and then this beautiful floor light from Article. I feel like it just works so perfectly with the style. Woo! 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 Last panel of wallpaper is up. This wall nail looks complete. I am going to hang up this accordion hook. I was like, this room needs one of these. It feels so grandpa chic to me. Okay, I'm hanging up a hat of hers and this cool leather jacket. Okay, you guys, it's finally time for finishing touches. Let's do it. There is another plug here, so I'm adding this table lamp from Article for more mood lighting. I'm adding a bust and a candle. I'm placing a stack of coffee table books and a trinket dish for keys. I'm also adding in this really cool sculpture. Love the variation of height. I'm adding some chess pieces to the coffee table. I'm styling the sofa with cushions from That Cool Living. And one on the armchair as well. I'm adding some stacks of books to her bookshelf. Placing a drapey plant. I'm putting a large coffee table book with a thrifted box on top. I'm adding in some of Tayo's records. I'm also adding in some of Tayo's cameras. They look so cool. And finally, a vase on top of the dining table. Okay, you guys, it is time to bring in Tayo for the reveal. I am so excited to reveal this space to her. Okay, I'm just gonna lead you in. Are you ready? Are you
I'm
excited?
so ready, so excited.
Can you walk me through what your living room looked like before?
Okay, there was my lovely couch right in the center of the room. Nothing was really going together. My TV was up on a little IKEA stand across. I had another couch in the corner that was just kind of hiding, yeah.
Okay, are you ready? You
gave
us the brief of Grandpa Chic.
Yes.
Make my living room Grandpa Chic.
Yes.
This was so fun.
Okay.
On the count of 3, can you open your eyes?
Yes.
1, 2, 3.
Oh my God. You did such a good job. I was like, oh my God. The table, sorry, I'm taking it all in. Oh my God. I have a place to eat. This is exactly like what I envisioned when I moved in here, and I was like, this place is just so old, it just needs to feel like that, yeah. Oh my God, the table. Is this thrifted?
Yeah.
Oh my God, my art, someone put this up here.
Yeah.
Oh my God. This is so good.
You like
and
it?
the wallpaper? I'm obsessed with the wallpaper. Oh my goodness.
It's great, right?
Yeah.
These hold so many shoes.
Oh my God.
And we
This
got
was like #1 thing. I'm sure you saw my shoes like everywhere. You nailed it. Perfectly Grandpa Chic. I'm obsessed. Love it. I absolutely love it. You did such a good job. Oh my God. Thank you so much.
Next up on AGTV, we've got another episode of Studio Fix coming at you. We are tackling the bedroom, the living room, the entryway, the kitchen. It's all happening in this Studio Fix episode. You don't want to miss it. Hit that subscribe button. And as always, I'll see you next time. Bye. I feel like Grandma would have maybe purchased this and he just left it up.
Yeah.
Cause like I don't think he went out to buy this himself.
Yeah.
But like his wife, who maybe died,
Why is this getting sad?
bought it and then he left it up. But it works with the rest of his decor.
Yeah.
Obsessed. You guys, I'm so excited.
I know.